Hello everybody, I'm Hannah. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. What we're going to be doing today is talking about every single book on my TBR that I have a duplicate of. So I'm just gonna go through all of my shelves. These are pretty much all my TBR. I think they are all my TBR shelves. So any book that I have a duplicate of, I'll pull it off. We'll talk about it. Let's get into it. First book that popped out, this is actually not from my TBR shelves. Over here, you can kind of see in the background, along with my dog Captain, is where I collect new incoming books. So it's everything that I'm gifted, that publishers send, that I buy, that comes through book subs, all of that gets collected there for the quarter. And then after the quarter, I do a video going through all of it, and then I put them all into their respective categories on my shelf. So first one is coming from over there. This is a duplicate of Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. So at first glance, these might look the same. They are not. This is the Book of the Month edition, which I got because I forgot that I had gotten the other one also. This one's pretty. I mean, it's just a basic Book of the Month edition. It's fine. And then this one is a new bookish subscription I've been getting, which is also from the creators of Book of the Month, but you can see there's a little bit of that foiling here. This is from Allurial. We've got a really pretty back, and we've got those gorgeous spreads all around. I am a sucker for a good spread. This one I should have put into my red video, but I forgot about it. So this is Road of Bones. I have this is just your basic Book of the Month edition. And then I also have Moonlight Book Boxes exclusive edition, which this is one of my favorite books that I own. It's like so pretty. The details on here are absolutely gorgeous. I'm a subscriber of Moonlight, and so this was just one of their monthly picks, but I would have gone out of my way to get this if I hadn't had the ability to get it just as part of my box. Next, I've got 2 copies of Gifted and Talented by Olivia Blake. This is Owl Crates edition. It's giving Succession. I have not, again, read any of these books yet. Road of Bones was a lie because I had read that already. I don't even know what it's about. But these books are so pretty, and I'm literally not in love with Olivia Blake's writing. And then this is the Fairy Loot version. So they're both giving purple, kind of severe fantasy, magical realism vibes. I just realized that's like faces sticking out here. So I'm excited to see what that one's about. I talked about this one a little bit in my already read video, but this is the traditionally published and the indie published version of Endless War by Danielle L. Jensen. I love The Bridge Kingdom. The Inadequate Heir was definitely my favorite, and this is the book that wraps up that duology. So because I had both, I just had to get both. I don't actually know if there's an indie edition of Twisted Thrones. The Twisted Thrones, which is the 5th book in the series. I only have the traditionally published version of that one. These next ones I've had on my TBR for forever, and I still can't wait to read them. And this is a duology by V.B. Lacey, Long Live and Forever Reign. So I have both of these. And then I also have, this is the Moonlight exclusive edition of the duology. So they're both books combined into one. I think this was one of the first books in the subscription box that I got from them, but it's just so beautiful. I can't wait. I think there's like some elemental magic in there, so the cover ties in. That's our next one. This is another one that I have not yet read. So this is White Horse Black Knights by Evie Marceau. This is her original, I think, indie published version. It could be with a publisher. In fact, it probably is if it has a dust jacket like this. Anyway, so that's this. I think I won this in a giveaway on Goodreads. And then this is, there's a theme here. This is the Moonlight edition, which I think is really stunning. It's not my favorite Moonlight book that I own, but I am very excited to get to this. I feel like people have really good things to say about this book. This next one is The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. So I have this Book of the Month version, and then I have this beautiful Fairy Loot version, which the best part about this is obviously the spreads, because you've seen them. I don't know anything about this book. This author, I have two of her other series, a trilogy and a duology, which I've heard excellent things about. So I am just waiting on reading these. This next one is The Serpent and the Wolf by Saga Press. I got an ARC, and then later when it came out, I got a finished copy. I am obsessed with this cover. So I kept both just because I think ARCs are really special and I don't like getting rid of them, but this, it's beautiful. Usually too, when I have duplicates of a book I haven't read yet, I try to wait until I read it, and then based on my reading, I pick which cover I would rather keep and then get rid of the other one. That's not true for everything because sometimes there's special reasons to keep something, like if it's an ARC, if it's signed, if it was gifted by someone, but generally speaking, I try to only have one book each on my shelves. This next one is Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. I have this like mass market copy, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, was a gift. I have a hard time getting rid of gifts, but all of the rest of my Mistborn books are this style with the like newer version. So I have this one because this is the one that I actually like want and want to keep on my shelves. So I'll probably end up getting rid of the mass market and keeping the note somewhere. That's Shadows of Self. This next one is the reason that I now track what my books are going to be from my special edition boxes, like Fairy Loot, Moonlight, Owl Crate, Aluriel. I think I'm missing one, but point being, so I went and I got this is the Rose Bargain, this is the Barnes & Noble special edition, and then a couple weeks after that this beautiful Fairy Loot edition came in, and I wasn't tracking them at this point, so I had no idea that it was going to be arriving. So now that I know this type of situation shouldn't be happening again too much, and I will probably end up getting rid of this one, but I thought this is just so pretty. This is another one where I had originally gone and bought this myself. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. That's so pretty. Look at those spreads. And then when the paperback came out, the publisher was kind enough to send me one. And this one also has really gorgeous sprayed edges. Who do you trust, it says. So I like both of them. I'm gonna only end up keeping one, so we'll see which one that is. And then usually what I do with books when I'm getting rid of them is I give my mom first pass, so she's allowed to go through all of them and pick which ones she wants to keep, and then the rest go to little free libraries. I am in the process of trying to manipulate my brother into building me a little free library for my own use and front yard, but until then I just in the LFL fairy. This one, I think this is the only time this has ever happened. I got A Language of Dragons by SF Williamson in a Fairy Loot box, and this is beautiful. It's like such fun sprayed edges. And then I saw the actual cover for it that wasn't the Fairy Loot edition, and I liked it so much that I went out and got the original after the fact. So this is the original, A Language of Dragons. This is like not the best lighting. Sorry. I'll just hold it back here. Language of Dragons, it's gold. It's got that purple dragon on it. There's no spreads or anything, but just, I love the cover so much. And that is it. That's every single book on my TBR that I own a duplicate copy of. Let me know if you have any of the books we talked about and what I should prioritize on my TBR. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you again soon.